In southeast London, a hit-and-run driver is trying to get away from traffic police.
Hotel Tango 2-1, you still got the vehicle in charge?
Yeah, I'm still behind the vehicle.
The chase has become so dangerous that the Sky Cops are needed.
Engine 99, potential call to a green Audi E04.
Yeah, we're literally 30 seconds from this.
90 right, yeah, got it.
MP from India 99, we are overhead this pursuit.
Even though the car is badly damaged, the dangerous driver has no intention of giving up.
We're getting lots of sparks off the near side of the car, obviously with the tyres blown over.
Just driving like a complete lunatic, no regard to any other road users on and off the road, and he just quite plainly was not going to stop until he either ran out of fuel or crashed.
Tonight,
as the sparks fly, teenage fools turn Guy Fawkes Night into a war zone.
Got him.
God, we recorded.
The battle to stop gangs of crazy muggers who use push bikes to make their escape.
He's out the back. All units way, we've got a runner out the back.
And the police are blinded as the heli-telly goes on the blink.
It's the Italian job all over again. Someone's going for the crown jewels.
In southeast London, the dangerous driver who's wanted for a hit and run is still pushing his damaged car to the limit.
MP from 99, that's now underneath junction 2 of the M25. Currently approximately 40 miles an hour.
India 99, can you take over the commentary, MP?
Take over the commentary means Sky Cop Simon Pritchard assuming command of the pursuit, even though he's only a PC.
Road conditions still fairly clear in front of him, loads of sparks coming off. Can you confirm you're receiving downlink over?
Yes, we are receiving it now, thank you.
Because of the pursuit policy that the Met Police now has, they know that we will declare ourselves as a ground commander. Even senior officers, you're telling them what to do, and because they've got a bird's eye view of everything going on, and they need to trust and believe in what you say.
He's approaching the exit. And I'd say that he's committed still.
The driver is 18 and doesn't seem at all bothered that he's being chased by police.
He had time to light up a cigarette. He obviously had the confidence and felt he had the time to do that. I don't think I'd have been quite the same in that position. But
MP, he's committed beyond M25, still travelling A2 south, lane 2 of 3.
The teenager has been on the run for 4 hours. He and his car appear to have at last run out of steam.
he'd slowed down a number of times, and that normally indicates that they're either looking for somewhere to bail out or they're going to give up.
And it looks like he's coming to a standstill. Stand by on that one, still going slightly, pulling over off the main carriageway. Units wake, 99 active, that's a decamp.
Under 99 received, representative, we have got this on downlink.
Andy, we've got the driver. And as you can probably see, driver and sole occupant now detained. Hello?
Engine 99, that's all received, thank you. Well done to all units.
It's November the 5th, and at the Sky Cops base on the edge of Epping Forest, they're gearing up for one of the busiest nights of the year. Last year, Fireworks Night was ruined for many when hordes of criminals took to the streets.
Parties and firework events give some people a good excuse to go out and commit crimes because they've got a lot of background noise. They've got the noise of the fireworks going off, so they can make a lot of noise without people noticing.
This year, the police aren't taking any chances. In South London, Superintendent Harrington is cracking down on gangs.
Joint aims: minimise street crime, street robbery, reduce the risk of harm from fireworks, provide reassurance, and part of this being seen with the high visibility jackets is that people in Lewisham will see that we're working together to reduce that, and that reassures people. There's two things to this. There's the public order and the public safety side of this. And also those criminal elements that are out anyway, that we're on top of those and making sure that they're either behaving themselves or if they're not, that we're dealing with them and arresting them if they commit offences.
The Sky Cops, call sign India 99, are part of the Lewisham Crackdown. Their thermal imaging camera is a key weapon.
India 99, go ahead.
Thank you, good evening to you. Just to let you know, we're currently around the Peckham area. If you get anything in you think suitable for the aircraft.
877, sir.
Right lights to Peckham, yeah.
The pictures from India 99 are being beamed into a special Met Police command centre at Scotland Yard. This is where senior officers can watch the heli-telly and other CCTV pictures from around London. Meanwhile, in Peckham, South East London, trouble is brewing already. But it's fireworks, not muggers.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll tell you what, then down left low, on the railway line, we've got some friends talking about with fireworks.
Yeah, firing them in the street.
Yeah, firing them in the street, right down below us. Looking firing at his mates.
He is, isn't he? He's shooting them. Yeah.
It's the first year I've seen gangs battling it out on the streets with fireworks. You see people doing some stupid things with fireworks, but to see them shooting rockets at each other down the road and them bouncing off cars and houses was pretty amazing.
Amazingly dangerous, and the Sky Cops need to get officers on the ground to this battle quickly. Innocent bystanders and children are also on the street.
India 99, go ahead.
I don't know if you've got a spare unit could go along to Braes Yard Road. Got 5, 6 lads running around the streets, setting off fireworks, firing them at cars and each other. They certainly need a word. Somebody's going to get seriously hurt.
I recall one of the guys actually being hit square in the back with what appeared to be some sort of rocket, which was ludicrous, you know. What was going through their minds, I've no idea.
It's not only fools with fireworks who are running the police ragged tonight. In Lewisham, large gangs of teenagers wearing scream masks are on the streets, mixing Halloween and trick-or-treating with bonfire night. A young lad's already been mugged, and the Crackdown team are determined to find those responsible.
How many do you think was in the group?
Between 20 to 25 boys. They took all our stuff and started searching us. They took my phone.
What we're just doing is basically driving around the area. If we see the people concerned, we'll detain them.
The victim cannot be seen. The windows of the police car have been tinted.
He is wearing a blue tracksuit. He has got tight cane rolled hair. Is that the person that was doing the talking? You think so? We can't see you because we're in a dark car. You've come from a group, alright, that's allegedly been concerned in an earlier robbery. Okay? For that reason, I'm now searching for stolen goods. Alright? How old are you? 16. 16. I used to go trick or treating, mate, when I was 12. You say we just stop these U's. A little bit old for trick or treating, and this is the type of crime we're actually talking about. The gent who's there now been arrested on suspicion of that robbery.
1,000 feet above Peckham, India 99 is still involved in the firework fight night.
It's a dangerous game of paintball, basically, they're playing. For some reason he's running away, this one. Was he the one that was firing and running? Yeah, this one, stay with him then.
The crew can speak directly to each police officer on the ground.
Mike 3, they seem to split up. We've got the main group that were last to see firing these fireworks.
You're received with Peckham High Street, about 60 seconds.
That's all received.
Either they're not thinking or they're on drugs or drunk. And if it goes wrong, my golly will they regret it for the rest of their life.
I think the police car's just about to come up behind him. The police car just come around the corner.
Could be.
We communicated to ground units to go to this area. The fireworks have gone, unfortunately. The next time, potentially, we'd be turning up and then we'd be asking for an ambulance and they'd be carted off with major burns.
Unfortunately, they grouped up, so we're not sure which one's the ringleader now.
One at the front,
certainly be worth checking their age. Thank you to Mike 3 and the other unit that assisted with the firework bandits.
Tens of thousands of bonfire night revellers are descending on Blackheath in South London to watch one of the capital's biggest firework displays.
Last year we expected, and we did get roughly 60,000 people. It really can go wrong very quickly, so it's just a case of keeping on top of it, trying to think a little bit ahead.
Thinking ahead means calling on the Sky Cops.
Ready when you are. Your camper
to the right, rear.
To the left, right.
Smoke permitting, of course.
Looking a bit hazy, actually. Yeah. Hopefully as we climb up. Oh, there's something else on the road.
At Scotland Yard, in the control centre, Sky Cop Sergeant Brandon is in charge of Indian 99.
Indian 99 receiving GT.
GT, good evening to you. We're now routing south the river for directions on the Blackheath fireworks.
My gut feeling would be to get yourselves in a bit closer so that we're visible as a deterrent as well as providing the pictures of it.
We'll dangle the pictures for you, GT, and start counting.
In Blackheath, it's hotting up. Crowd numbers are well up on last year's 60,000.
I guess is 80,000.
With so many people spread over such a large area, the only chance commanders have of knowing what's really going on is to watch the pictures from 9/9.
They are pretty much all of our vision on the Heath during an event like this because we don't have the ability to see otherwise. They are, don't want to make them big-headed, but they're worth the weight in gold, to be honest with you.
Should be a good 1,000 feet above the fireworks.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people there.
It's heaving, isn't it? It really is heaving. Oh.
Well, we're still waiting for the fireworks to go off.
So nobody's brought a match.
Who's got the light? I thought you had it.
The primary role of the aircraft on an event like this is public safety. So we're able to monitor the crowd. We're also, perfectly capable of picking up gangs of youths that are running through the crowd, perhaps robbing the crowd or whatever. That sort of thing we can see.
Meanwhile, back at the Air Support Unit's base at Lippets Hill, a second police helicopter is being scrambled.
Hi. Yeah, I've got a job. KD sector. Give the details in the air.
Crowds watching a display in Victoria Park in East London have been robbed by a gang of teenage steamers.
Victoria Park, groups or gangs gathering.
At least one woman has had her bag snatched by 8 youngsters.
Golf Delta 99, we're over the top. Have got any further?
The steamers have escaped on push bikes, and officers on the ground have lost them.
Down there, to the right of that, I think.
The Sky Cops need to get lucky.
Right, come right, only, Down a bit. In there, fire. Yes, 99, we've got suspects if you want to assist. They're now into road towards Metropolitan Road.
The steamers clearly know where they're going and the risks they must take to get there.
Oh, go on. Oh. Is that a police car now?
Whiskey 0, stop there. Section 16.
Still made off now, they can still go for it. Yes, 99, we've got one detained, the rest of them run away from police.
As officers on the ground start to make arrests, some of the craftier thieves split up, hoping some at least will give the Sky Cops the slip.
What one are you going with? Right, it's going with the one that's going south, Rich.
Okay, mate.
And gone right towards the building.
They haven't reckoned with an adversary as determined as PC Boxall Hunt and his thermal imaging camera.
Where's he gone?
He's double back, mate. He's come back towards us, mate.
Also determined to catch the steamers is the Sky Cops pilot, Captain Anderson.
Oh, they've gone in that block of flats.
The most challenging flying one's probably got to be the chases, especially bicycles, because they can go absolutely anywhere. If you're following a car, you can pretty much look ahead and see what's happening in the road ahead, what options they've got. On a bicycle, they can go up alleyways, they can cut across parks. It's quite a dynamic situation when you're chasing bikes.
There they go. They're still hanging around there.
No, mother now. Southbound back towards the Park.
The pair of steamers have reached their destination, and it seems where they live.
Stand by, they're going in the house. Bear with me. I'll find out the address.
Yeah, you've got a unit coming down now.
Got to be up top. Stay on the front.
That's the house there.
Yeah. The right one? Good.
What unit is fine
Just,
for you?
we'll cover the back.
But the game isn't over yet.
He's out the back, out the back, out the back. All units wait, we've got a runner out the back. Dog van, go to the rear guard. Runner out the back, over.
Dog handlers are already at the scene, and the Sky Cops must get them to where the steamer is.
9-9, can we get this garden contained, please? The mail is running southbound along the gardens.
He's just hiding there.
All right, stand by. He's stop. Dog van, can you go in the rear gardens, please? 9-9.
He's just hiding. Yeah, there he is.
In the bush.
Yeah, he's in a bush. Get the dog on him.
Can I bring my furry crocodile through your house?
Can I send my land shark into your back garden? Land shark.
It's the left-hand side of the garden, keeping the house to your back. I'm sure the dog will find it.
Go. Oh.
Vauxhall Hunt can see clearly, but the cops on the ground can't see a thing.
There, he's got him.
He's got him. Oh, come on.
There he goes. Awesome.
Just zoom out, please, mate.
Get on the floor.
One detained, over.
To help the officers deal with their prisoner, the Sky Cops use their torch. 30 million candles worth of night sun.
Oh, that's good, man.
Stuck with the right person as well, which is good. Quite impressed with that.
Meanwhile, on Blackheath, they're going to be fireworks.
We will be ready to start the firework display this evening. Some of which have never been seen anywhere in the world before. Are you ready for the display?
If we want to move away a bit, Paul, when the fireworks start going.
Giving us a wide orbit, 1800 feet.
And here we go, they're starting up now. 2, 1.
Quite dense crowd. Yeah.
India 99 are not only watching over law-abiding citizens below, they're carefully scanning the crowds for gangs and anything else out of the ordinary.
People know they're up there, they can hear them, and there's a proven crime reduction role. When they can hear the helicopter above, people commit less crime. Specifically, if there are incidents, they can respond directly to that and assist us by either tracking offenders, identifying offenders, and going to places and looking at places that we can't get to.
The crew of India 99 are really starting to suffer from the thickening smoke.
Smoke's getting thicker. Can smell it as well.
It's the big ones now. Yeah, grand finale. Do we get paid for this? No, not a pop on actually.
The grand finale is not a moment too soon. Visibility is fading fast.
Go ahead. Yeah, unfortunately, we moved off to the north because of the smoke, and what you're actually seeing is smoke, not cloud.
Yeah, that's all received. I'm guessing that that pretty much is the end of the event.
Yeah, it all appears to have gone dark. I'll just wait for the dispersal now.
Because of the large numbers here this evening, it is going to be very congested and very busy exiting down through Blackheath Village.
This way, straight on that way.
The main concern of the event organisers was the dispersal of thousands and thousands of people, so we can cover a very large area and very quickly in a way that the ground officers can't. We can give them just a quick sweep round Lewisham Town Centre.
Particularly concentrating on crime from a robbery point of view.
Yeah, that's received.
That is heaving down there, look at that.
Jeez. People-tastic.
Looks like that south corner is the crack point.
Yeah.
Blackheath Common It's meant to be dark so that people can enjoy the fireworks. Unfortunately, those with a criminal intent would see that as a good opportunity to come and prey on the vulnerable crowd. And that's a big challenge for the police, to make sure that we deal with that and we make the event safe and enjoyable for people.
Well, really pleased, yeah, it's all worked out. As you can see for yourself, the crowds have dissipated. They're pretty much looking after themselves now with no police intervention. That's what we're after, and so far no news is good news.
But bad news is heading 99's way. A weather front is moving in fast, and combined with the fireworks mode, this could end the mission before it's time.
The cruise is down to 2-4, so if you're on a couple of orbits, I think the country's looking to head back in.
Louis, we're going back now. That's absolutely fine.
And the helicopter's very capable. It can fly in cloud. It's got a very capable autopilot that will fly the aircraft to an airfield. But of course, if you're in cloud and you can't see the ground, then you can't do the police task, especially in the winter. The weather's constantly changing and you constantly need to monitor it. Otherwise, people get caught out.
Yeah, you can see it's coming in, can't you?
Yeah, I think it's thickening up.
Yeah.
It's forecast.
It's not only at Blackheath where the cloud's thickening. At the Sky Cops base at Lippets Hill, it's even worse.
It should really, at night, we shouldn't really be flying if it's less than 5. As you can see, it's dropping even as we speak.
Does this constitute flying in cloud, Captain?
I come up to 2,000 feet as well, actually.
Lippets Hill does have its own weather system, which is why we have a controller who kind of constantly monitors the weather for us as well, and tells us what the cloud base and the visibility is doing, which can be completely different to what they are on task.
That's not bad, Charlie. You've got the camera on the road and you can't even see it.
There's now a real danger the Sky Cops will have to divert to another airfield and not be able to get back to their base.
When the weather suddenly rolls in, it raises the tension levels, and you're constantly then thinking about, all right, if I can't get back to Lippets Hill, where do I go? How much fuel have I got? Suddenly, instead of being focused on the task, you're actually focused on the safety of the aircraft and the crew.
It's down there somewhere. Yeah, it should be just to the right of the nose with a bit of luck. Julia, the flight seems to feel brilliant.
It's gone down to 1893.
So would it help if I waved as well?
100 feet.
Despite appearances, this has been a close call.
It's a bit like the Swan. On the surface we look calm and collected and professional, and often underneath we're running around at 100 miles an hour trying to make sure that we can deliver the service and do the job we're there to do.
In northwest London, 5 teenagers who've been graffitiing the railway are on the run from the transport police.
We've got 5 running on the track towards Chamberlain Bridge.
Overhead, a police helicopter, call sign India 99, and its thermal imaging camera.
Yeah, for units info, we can still see the suspects underneath the railway on the north side of it.
Hidden from view, the boys may think they're safe, but they're in great danger. 12,000 volts below, and the Sky Cops above.
Power is still on, so no one on the track was keep going.
This was in the middle of the night. It was on the infrared camera, which made it easier for us to see them because they're obviously been running around, so they're a lot hotter. So under the bridge, they stuck out like sore thumbs, really. You think you're invisible, but not to us.
They might be visible to PC Pritchard, but the transport police, the BTP, can't get anywhere near them.
Units down at Chamberlain Road, is there any way on the tracks? Yeah, received. I'm with British Rail staff and they're saying that there is no access point.
It's 3 in the morning, but the power along the tracks is still switched on, generating a lethal current.
The issue was getting them off that line because the trains were still running. There was BTP there was obviously Met there. But then we had to try and talk them into the suspects in a safe way.
Officers on the ground might be helpless, but PC Pritchard is moving them into positions to be able to move in when the electricity is finally switched off.
Where the vans are at the bottom of the slope, if they turn right, they won't be able to see you approach, and then you can sort of pen them in.
customer, please?
Yeah, from the duty manager at Queen's Park, traction power is now off from Kilburn High Road.
Traction power off means it's good to go, but it's pitch black on the tracks, and the boys on the run have an advantage.
Okay, units from QK, these 5 are on the move, moving to the south side over the central bit. Okay, and they're all legging it now off down towards Kensal Green on the live VR tracker.
The Sky Cops may be happy to have the gang on camera, but the ground cops now worry that they don't have the backup to arrest them.
Just confirm we've got sufficient officers down at Kensal Green, cut them off,
Okay, can I have some more officers at Kensal Green? I've only got 3 police officers here. If you've got 5 suspects, I need some more people.
Let's get as many as we can down at Kensal Green, please.
Graffiti vandals cost the railways and the British Transport Police a fortune.
British Transport Police have got a major problem with graffiti, so-called artists, and a lot of them are kids, unfortunately, that aren't artists at all. They're just making a mess and causing millions of pounds worth of damage.
Yeah, check 27.
The 5 believe they have managed to fool the BTP. What the Sky Cops can see but they can't is the trap PC Pritchard has set.
From Indian 99, you've now got all 5. They're all together. Still towards Kensal Green.
2-5, soon as you can.
Yeah, 2-5 on the scene. So you've got 3 officers on the track. They're coming towards you now. You'll probably see them any second.
This dangerous game is almost done, but only 4 realise it.
We've got one in the bushes. He looks like he might be coming out now. Coming back out onto the track. And he's laying down, it's very kind of him. Looks like all detained.
It's taken more than 30 police officers, plus a helicopter and 3 Sky Cops around an hour to arrest 5 graffiti artists.
So now sufficient officers on scene by this thing though.
Indian 99, that's all clear, thanks.
Leaving 99, finish there.
Night has hardly had time to turn to dawn before the Sky Cops are on a very different mission.
320 degrees, what localised? 990.
Not criminals on the run, but a sovereign in need of protection. One of London's biggest days of the year, the state opening of Parliament by Her Majesty the Queen.
Yeah, I'm happy with that area, Steve.
All police leave has been cancelled, so great is the security risk. Also watching over London is PC Tartaglia, this morning's duty controller in the Sky Cops control tower.
Potentially anybody can be planning something today just to make their point. In essence, it's everything that Britain stands for, and if people don't like it, this is the ideal time to do something about it. That's why there's so many extra people down there, and we've all got our eyes open today.
The Metropolitan police operation to keep the Queen safe will be run from a £100 million control room in South London, codenamed GT.
This is when you're talking to GT, this is where you're talking to.
The Sky Cops are part of it, and Sergeant Gleeson is the man with the experience.
When we're on an event, it will all be heli-telly around the room. Heli-telly gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's all that everybody's looking at.
Public figures have always been vulnerable to snipers, and there's not a rooftop in central London that's not open to the Sky Cops.
We're going to do rooftops around Parliament Square.
Yes.
Up sort of Whitehall, and then left down the Mall.
Okay, that's good for me.
99 ahead, I might turn right heading 180 degrees.
And there is the added bonus that their pictures can now be fed live into the Met Command Centre.
Hey firm Steve, you're going to have a chance to have a look at Great College Street, a stone construction, green roof, skylight open.
Insecure skylight? Yeah, it's East West Road. Oh, I got you.
What we're doing this morning is a security check of the rooftops around the ceremonial area and the processional routes, just to ensure that the only people on roofs are the people who are supposed to be there.
Is there an insecure skylight in that one?
That's what they want to look at.
But this is the man who matters most today, Scotland Yard's Gold Commander. He has the Queen's life in his hands, with a little help from the Sky Cops.
The escort unit on an operation like this have a critical role. What they give me is oversight. If we need to, they can zoom their cameras in and pick out either individuals or scenes for me. They give me that flexibility that ground cameras can't give.
Commander Broadhurst has the ultimate plan. Make sure everything goes so smoothly, you take it easy.
My place on the scheme of things today should be to sit back, relax, read the newspaper and wait for the Queen to be safely delivered back home at the end of the state opening. If I have to do anything today, it means something's gone wrong out there where I need to bring advisors around this table and start putting things back together again in hopefully a safe and effective manner.
All the Queen's men and all the Queen's guards are now as one, and the Sky Cops are watching. Meanwhile, back at the Air Support Unit's base at Lippets Hill, a second police helicopter is being scrambled. Not a threat to the Queen, but to her subjects. Common criminals at work, robbing a supermarket in North London.
India 99, receiving India Lima.
Do go ahead, Emma.
I've got a job for you. Please, Echo Kilo's ground, page 120.
The suspects have been chased by local cops into nearby gardens and they've gone to ground, but no one knows where they are.
Group of youths seen going over a fence. No better descriptions, but if we could have a look, units on scene, thanks.
Sky Cops Ayres and Tartaglia are on the case.
That PC going across that grey flat roof, was it?
Yeah, on the far left.
Yeah, I've got it visual now.
Well, builders on the right-hand side.
First, they must sort out the good guys from the bad. Plainclothes cops are on the scene.
105, India 99's called near cover.
Well, obviously, using our thermal camera, it's quite dense undergrowth down there on a few outbuildings. You and your colleagues standing out very well. Is that another copper?
But they are not the ones on the run.
Oh,
it's chasing there up
yeah,
to the
helicopter, you getting that? You can see me there.
There they are.
They're on just over to that point direction.
Got him.
Yeah, got 'em, we're recording. Yeah, Echo Kilo from India 99, if we can hold transmission, these two suspects are now making through the garden.
Yeah, under this shed.
Where are they going? Yeah, they're heading towards the Alwyn-Snift Road. If we get units to the Alwyn-Snift Road, they're moving quite quickly through the gardens.
Seeing them is one thing, catching them quite another.
Get out this side, Louis. Yeah, on the west side.
Yeah.
They're in the rear gardens of between 30 and 38. They're now making their way out towards, I think it's Powden Road. We followed them through several gardens. We're orbiting quite quickly and I'm finding it quite difficult to keep my eye on them in the garden. Yeah, PC's on the corner. If you go back from when you just came, they're coming towards the white car that's next to the first tree.
Oh, there's a copper stood there, right there.
Oh, you're almost opposite them now. Eventually they hid behind the side of a shed, behind a thick hedge. But with the orbit, I'm trying to look out the window and guide the ground units in. You got them, Rick, still?
They're tucked in behind that building line. I can't see them in a minute, but they were heading towards where that copper is. They're in under this lot.
This is a critical moment. The Sky Cops are sure they still have the two robbers on their thermal imaging camera, but they can't be 100% sure.
These suspects are in. We've got officers. They're actually tucked up under undergrowth. We can't see them visually at the moment.
And under that white bush. There's movement in there. Come on, you little...
To make sure, they must direct the officers on the ground into the location quickly.
Right, we've got one officer stood in number 38. If you could just raise your arm. Yeah, we've got him visual now. If you look to your left-hand side, there's a shed. You've got two suspects tucked up on the right-hand side of that shed, right in the undergrowth.
And it's not what they expected.
Talk the units in, and they get there and there's no one there, which is a big surprise to me. That's where we last saw them.
Yeah, India 99. I did see the two suspects myself and they've ran across the garden.
Right, so where have they gone then?
They didn't come back this way.
That's the only place they could have gone.
The Sky Cops rarely lose those they're after. PC's Ayres and Tartaglia have been blindsided by the buildings. They don't like it.
The way the buildings and the gardens were put together, at a certain point in the orbit, there was a bit of a blind spot in relation to the area where they tucked in, and they'd obviously waited for us to go round in the orbit, and then they'd moved.
It is difficult looking out the window, orbiting round in circles. You know, a split second, and the scene changes.
Come on, loser, where are you?
But they aren't giving up yet. They don't believe the two thieves have got clean away.
This other had come in 30A Alpha Road from the informant state to the Mauser in her back garden.
And they are right. A resident is phoning in to report an intruder in the garden.
Right, 38. Right, they're all running towards that. That's towards the pub with the blue front. So, Rick, if you go up screen, keep going up screen. They're either running south like there somewhere.
I don't know where they went in there then.
It doesn't take long.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, there's one.
PK, we've got officers at exit number 30, number 30 back.
Is that one? Come on, come into view.
Hey, there's one.
That's it, yeah.
Have they got two though?
Yeah, they got two.
He's on the floor there, I think. The second one.
You get from there across to there without us seeing it.
I could have sworn they were in there.
Yeah.
They were initially.
Yeah. But how the hell did they get all the way back?
While the Sky Cops try to figure out what went wrong, the ground cops are more concerned about arresting the right suspects.
India 99, we're dealing.
Call it India 99 again.
India 99, we do have two detained. We're just trying to establish if they are identical to whoever looking for in the first place.
I'm just playing our playback to see if I can give you any more.
Yeah, it's the guy.
White
That's the guy.
t-shirt,
The one with the white shoes.
Yeah,
that's definitely the white guy. Yeah. It's the same two.
Is anyone else?
That's it.
Yeah.
Just them two.
Yeah.
And they're ident on COVID, so that's them.
Both suspects that we saw have been detained.
Oh, result. Nice one.
Across town, the state opening of Parliament is taking place without a hitch. And that means no helicopter noise. It's now down to London's huge network of CCTV cameras to provide the Gold Commander with his pictures. But something's wrong.
Look at that. I've not seen that before.
For the first time, the police commanders are losing their street eyes.
What's happening now is there's a slight problem. Losing some of the ground cameras that are covering the processional area.
It's a meltdown, with only a shop front in South London to look at.
Normally we'd just be waiting to come back to do the security escorts post-event. We're coming back a bit sooner than that now to kind of take the place of the problematic ground cameras.
Gold Command is not going to be able to sit back and read the papers.
Are we on station? No, just lifting now, sir. Right, okay.
And neither will the IT department.
That's what we're just trying to work out. The feeds seem to be coming in upstairs, but they're not coming down here. Slightly bit of pressure, yeah. We've got to get the job done as quickly as possible.
Don't worry, Engine 99's on its way back to save your Don't worry about it.
We're happy about that.
But this time, the Sky Cops are out of it as well. No downlink from India 99 is getting through.
We've lost the input from this end of Heli-Tele. India Lima GT. I'm not sure we're going to get even Heli-Tele pictures here. I think they're having massive problems at this end.
But at least the South London shopfront is still visible.
So it's the Italian job all over again. Someone's going for the crown jewels.
High above Buckingham Palace, India 99 is now being asked to watch over the Queen's Guard, who might be vulnerable to attack. But no one is quite sure where they are.
A bit difficult for me to give you directions at this time. Nobody knows where anybody is at the moment. If you can go to Hyde Park and look for the King's Troop from that position, but I'll need a verbal update as to what's happening.
Yeah, all safe.
I mean, the big giveaway would be a massive coach behind a load of horses as well, wouldn't it?
At Gold Command, nerves are twitching.
You have lost a sense, haven't you? And albeit we can still talk, the comfort of being able to see the world outside of the control centre, it's very uncomfortable when that all goes.
As the technology fails around them, London's police commanders resort to Plan B. They start talking to one another.
Gentlemen, is it 801 who are taking the RHA back?
Yes, it is.
Can you ask them where they are?
801 7
Sometimes when you lose one sense, you enhance another, don't you? And people have to talk a bit more.
Escort 8 7
It's just, you just got to communicate more verbally if you can't do it visually.
I will track them down.
Thanks, Paul. If the boys have picked him up on the camera now, I'll come back and let you know where they are.
Her Majesty, meanwhile, is oblivious to the drama in the control room. She's opened Parliament again. And back at GT, there's relief all round as the camera feeds are restored. Just in time for 9-9 to head home and refuel.
Right, team, well done. Here, medals.
While the police commanders at GT try to work out what went wrong with their IT, PC Tartaglia is reviewing the video of the suspected supermarket robbers who gave him the slip earlier.
Just a curiosity thing now. I don't like people sneaking past me.
Although the two men did not get away, Tartaglia is concerned that he and PC Airs lost them momentarily.
Because they're tucked in down there, just gives them time to bunk back along the back of the building. There's the heat source there. That's definitely them, it's a really intense source, so that's them hiding.
A suspect who escapes the camera lens is an air observer's worst nightmare.
It was the fact that they'd warmed the bush up and then moved when we couldn't see them that threw us off. It's just a lesson learned, really, to just keep the camera a little bit wider.
By now, they're up here, a bit further up. Just there.
You're always learning, so it was good to have something that you could review, learn from, and next time, hopefully they won't catch us out the same way twice.
They don't often get away like that, it's annoying, but at the end of the day, he got nicked, so that's all that matters.
Keeping an eye on the criminal is what this unit is all about, and those who are in charge of the Sky Cops run regular checks on their air observers. Today, it's the turn of PC Bev Bonner to face the music, known as a line check. It's a straight pass or fail. Fail, and you're out of the unit.
I'm doing a little bit of cramming before my test. There are some things that we don't use every day, so I need to just refresh my memory.
The line checking process is about us as managers checking an observer's competence. That line assessment involves effectively just watching them do the job, just making sure that what they do represents the air support unit in the way that we would want them to do.
Test, I hate tests. I can do the job, but as soon as I know that someone's sat there and they're testing me, I find it really difficult. It makes me really nervous.
All your electrics are on.
There are numerous observers on the unit now who, the minute I announce that I'm going to do a line check, their whole demeanour changes. You can feel them getting under pressure.
1629 up. Couple of tasks for you when you're ready then. Team, give us a couple of minutes.
There's an element of pressure, yeah. So I think, oh no, I don't know my stuff.
On this flight, knowing your stuff means pretending instead of real thief catching.
There's the junction. I don't know if you want to just follow a vehicle coming out of that. Sure. There's one, look, just at the bottom of the park.
That's it. That's good practice. Okay, that's good. It's just a little refresher, that's all.
They'll do vehicle pursuits, garden searches, and a range of other incidents.
Sorry?
They're just putting the dog in now.
Where's the gate? Oh, here, is it?
Yeah.
PC Bonner has been a Sky Cop for 3 years, and it's not what she originally expected.
What I expected from the job was totally different to what I actually found the job to be. I suppose I thought it would be quite easy. You know, you'd come into work, fly around in the helicopter, and it wouldn't be that difficult.
Just to the south of Victoria Park.
But the navigating, making sure that all the equipment works, talking to the ground units, taking control, it really is hard.
If you were going to change the settings, Bev, on the camera, what would you change them to?
Oh, I'd slow them down.
Do you want to try and do that?
Yeah. And I've set it.
Brilliant.
It seems to get easier. I think, like with every job, as soon as you've done it for a few months or a few years, you think, yeah, this is a lot easier. And I think you just get to grips with everything, and then things start falling into place. But in the beginning, for me, nothing seemed to fall into place.
I'm happy with that, guys. I think what we'll do is we'll route back to Limpets now, end that exercise, and we'll return to base.
Well done, guys. That's it done for another flipping
6 months.
Yeah, I think it went really well, and me and Simon worked really well as a team. So we answered all the questions we had to answer and done the job. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the Sergeant will tell us that we've passed our line check.
Bev did very well in a line check. I personally have seen a massive development and a massive improvement, and what I saw when I line checked was incredibly good and very, very impressive.
The two men who were accused of robbing a supermarket and who gave the Sky Cops the slip were released without charge. The 5 youths chased along railway tracks after being seen spraying graffiti were all found guilty. Police brought no charges against the boy caught in the garden. No charges were brought against the foolish youths who fought with fireworks in the streets of Peckham. The hit-and-run driver who was caught in a shower of sparks was banned from driving for a year. And despite the huge crowds at Blackheath, the night was a success with only 4 arrests.